Hey, everybody, Christopher Titus. Hey, if you want to become part of the Titus Nation, blah, 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 go to Google or go to iTunes to get the Titus app. If you click through on the Titus website, it'll take you right to the Google store. It's free, and you can track what we're doing. Thanks. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. And I just want to say, Pope! That's right, His Holiness the Pontiff, God's four-star general, the man who is fighting evil and saving our souls while wearing a 3-foot hat, is in the building, bitches. Well, he's in the country. This is the first time this Pope has visited America, and I would like to say, welcome, Papa. I hope he has time to visit one of our many go-kart tracks. And this is by far my favorite Pope. As a matter of fact, my only favorite Pope. I have not been a big fan of the popes. You know how some people can't stand country music? Well, that's how I felt about popes and country music. In fact, Garth Brooks becoming Pope is my worst nightmare. I just haven't gotten the way the church tries to hold us down. You know, every Pope seemed to be anti-this and anti-that. And you remember that Pope a while back? Oh, God, that mean guy. What was his name? Pope Vader and his sidekick, Pope Palpatine? That guy was definitely a Sith. And I just didn't see eye to eye with him. And then there was Pope Predator the Third. Either. I mean, not a fan of that guy. And at least my most least favorite Pope of all, oh, God, it's so hard to remember Pope names. Way back, Pope Zimmerman. But this guy, Pope Francis, by far my favorite Pope. This guy has said things that are so un-Pope-like that I think I may become a Catholic. Plus, all that standing and the sitting, it really works your quads. It's worship and cardio. But Pope Francis, can I call him Frank? Yeah, probably not. Pope Francis was a bouncer when he was studying for the priesthood. How cool is that? Just walks up to you. All right, please get the hell out, you drunk loser. God bless you. He was the first pope to say atheists aren't bad people. If they do good work, they are good people. What? The Pope is down with atheists? He said that even atheists can go to heaven. Boy, is that going to get awkward. You're God? Really? Oh, shit. Yeah, what the hell does this Pope think he's doing? It's almost like they forgot to tell him that he's Pope. Like they ran into an improv troupe and said, hey, put on this dress and wave. Just go. No, just go with it. We got to go put the Nazi Pope in the back of the Vatican. No. Just riff until we get back. Yes, you're Pope. And don't forget, yes, and. Then the Popinator fired the head of the Vatican Bank because they were getting kind of shady. Then he fired the board of the Vatican Bank. Michael Corleone can suck it. This Pope is the man. He said that climate change exists. He wants to accept Catholic divorced couples, speed up annulments, and maybe even acknowledge gay marriages. He said about gay people, if someone is gay and he searches for the Lord and has goodwill, who am I to judge? Then this sacred badass said, you don't have to be a Catholic to be saved. He said, the Lord has redeemed us all of us, with the blood of Christ. All of us, not just Catholics, everyone. Yes! Thank you. It's like God gave us a get-out-of-hell-free coupon. All I can say is finally, we have another heartfelt, honest, humble, caring, loving head of the Catholic Church, a man who has the words and spirit of Jesus pouring out of him without reinterpretation or spin. Yeah, guys, Jesus didn't spin it. This Pope has washed the feet of prisoners and carries his own language. He walks the walk of the Christ. And the bonus is, because he was a bouncer, if anyone gets lit on the blood of Christ after communion, it's handled. He can just toss their ass out of the church, and we can back to the crackers. God bless this guy. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Hey, everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. With me, as always, to the right, the lovely, amazing, shapely, beautiful, sexy, and in shape, Bombshell Rae.
Now dip, baby, dip. What's up, people?
And way in the back is a fetus farmer.
Hey!
Yeah, okay. Wow, he's getting louder.
Yeah, he is.
And yet he's in the same place. Good for him.
Eager. He's getting eager. He's a little
eager.
eager beaver.
He's excited about something today he wants to talk about. I want to talk about the Pope. You know, I am not a religious man by any stretch. I am not a good man by any stretch, but I love this guy. This Pope is so cool. I think this guy, he's rattling cages. You know, there was something someone said that was really weird. They were talking, I was reading a bunch about him today because I was going to do the Armageddon update about him, and there's a group of hardcore conservative cardinals that one of them said, yeah, we kind of don't like it that he's changing doctrine and stuff, but, you know, at least it's not like the old days where, you know, we would poison his tea. I thought, that's
What?
weird that you would even like say that. in an
We weren't
interview.
talking about poisoning.
Yeah, we didn't
tea.
say anything
We
about.
weren't-
We said, yeah, maybe.
We didn't mention murder.
Yeah, why would you even bring that up? Because
Murder.
yeah, I believe this is maybe murder. Also, God's will. That's how it'd be with the Pope. So I don't. It was just an odd thing that for this cardinal to say that. It's not like the old days where we would poison his tea. What? Why would
Not that I'm thinking about it or anything,
Yeah,
but
not that we didn't have a conclave about it and talk about what kind of tea does he drink and how can we hide something that's odorless in it. But he's actually rattled cages about. He's saying that
I was
women.
actually I have to say this. I was in the bathroom today while you were watching the news
'Kay.
so that you would have this Armageddon update.
Yeah.
And I was just laughing at everything that they said because it's so out of the ordinary and so outside of the box. Like, he talked about this, and then he spent the last half of his speech discussing global warming.
Yeah, he's actually because they have the Vatican. He's like, we've got to do it. He said this generation has got to stop global warming. We can't wait anymore. And it's like, dude, really? Like he's bringing up stuff that, like, and they're everybody's all these climate change deniers and everything. They're freaked out. So the GOP, the Republicans, like this is like the Pope has been their dude forever. Conservative, Catholic, and now they're like he's kind of talking. This guy's left of Obama. In a lot of ways, he's saying that women who have had abortions should be forgiven.
I don't even think that he's left. I think that I was
conscious?
telling Bombshell today on the way to the doctor that he's the first guy in a long time that is actually preaching what he's embodying Jesus Christ.
Right. He actually obviously read the book. That's what I said.
He read the book
Right.
and he's putting it into practice. He's not just standing in a pulpit yelling at people that they need to do these things and then, polishing his knob with an
doesn't-
altar boy later.
Wow.
What did
He
I
doesn't
say?
come out of his upholstered little room in his Prada shoes.
He's amazing. No.
Talks for no.
He won't even.
He
I mean, I was reading, in the list of things about him, but he actually turned down cars. The Mercedes. How do you say? Is it Renault?
Renault.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
The car.
Yeah.
Turn that down. Custom.
Unless you're from Texas and you say Renault. I got me a Renault.
Well, I don't
Drove
know.
that Renault. That thing's a piece of crap. That Renault.
You're all hoity-toity about cars. You say Porsche, and so I never know, or Audi. And no, it's Audi and Porsche. But so I figured you had.
Sexy not. But
You
okay.
say it in the French way.
Is that right?
You would like to say
Lamborghini.
Renault.
Renault. But he is in a Fiat. He's like in a Fiat.
Ford Focus is his
Oh, is that what he
regular
put-
car.
Oh, really? In
That's
America.
his regular. Yeah, that's his regular car. He might be in a Fiat here,
Yeah.
but his regular Pope mobile is it's a Ford Focus.
So he got off the airplane. Here's this. By the way, being a car guy, this tripped me out too. He didn't get in the Maybach. They didn't put him in the presidential limousine. Dude walks off the plane. And he hops into a meat meep. He gets into a little meat meep and he rolls the windows down and he
Meat meep.
drives. He just drives through town. And around him are like MRAPs and like army, like Hummers and the black SUVs, helicopters over his head. And he's like, me.
He wouldn't even ride in that old bubble Pope mobile because he said that his job was to be with the people.
Yeah, he took the sides out of it.
He wants to touch the people and let them touch him,
Yeah.
which is pretty amazing.
Speaking of that, did you see that picture of that dude with that skin disease? Like he got this
I can't.
fibromyalgia, whatever it is.
The
and it makes-
wiggy-diggy.
I don't know. Fibromyalgia, and is this guy? But this guy makes that movie Mask look like a Disney cartoon. This guy's got bumps all over his head. He looks like a tree trunk. And the Pope,
that dude?
And the Pope, and the Pope hugged him, and kissed his head and held him.
Oh my gosh.
Is like this dude is bad. Then he goes to this. By the way, when you start, I really got how uncomfortable being around Jesus would have been. Don't touch that dude, Jesus. Oh,
That's where that.
Why you hugging that dude?
Exclamation came from. Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus
Stop
Christ.
hugging the creepy people. No. That's not in the book anymore. And he's like, "You're out." That's when it got cut from 13 to 12 disciples.
Yeah.
So like, dude, you gotta go. Quit calling them the creepy people.
It's amazing that this dude, he's actually leaving the Vatican at night to go be with the homeless people, which is what Jesus did. You
Right.
know, like he hung out. Wasn't hanging out at the L.A. red carpet premiere parties and stuff like
No.
that. He was actually hanging out with the dirty dirties.
And then he goes to a prison, and he
Jesus did?
No, the Pope.
Oh.
And then he
Pope
washes.
Jesus.
He washes the feet and kisses the feet of prisoners
jeez.
and
This
of
dude.
prisoners
This dude's making me look really bad.
who also had AIDS.
Oh, well, I totally
think-
hung out with a guy yesterday that had HIV.
Totally. Wow. Okay, so
I'm
you're
good. I feel
you're
better
just
now.
like the Pope.
I am,
You are. You're a lot like the Pope.
right?
Right.
Okay, good.
Except you wear the Prada shoes.
What?
Yeah, you don't wear the little black boots that he wears. So he was a bouncer. He was a bouncer to pay for his seminary school. So this dude during the day is getting basically forgiveness, and he's learning the Bible and going to seminary, and then at night he's going to this nightclub in Buenos Aires and tossing people into the street.
Brilliant.
I wonder how that went. I wonder if it was
This
like
guy is like every woman's dream.
really kissing the feet of AIDS patients.
Oh, except for that.
Well, women,
But other than that,
women like their feet messed with them.
not AIDSy feet.
No,
We don't.
you
we
don't like AIDS
AIDSy
feet. No, but you like women like you want your feet kissed.
And not lumpy bumpy head guy.
Creepy people.
The creepy people. I'm going out
'cause you
to be
just-
with the creepy people. All right, Pope. We'll
It's like-
see you at
it's
midnight.
Like Jesus. You know, we're going to have the Vatican chef cook us up something, and then we're going to watch the big screen. Then we're going to go count the gold in the gold room, and you go however that works for you. Just go for that, Popey.
Popey. Little Popey.
But he really is. That's what I love about the guy. He is not. For years, I've thought about that. The Vatican has so much money and so much art, and it's its own city, and it's got its own rules, and they've really kind of been really not. I mean, that's one of the big complaints from people that the church, and also he also said that the people, you got to understand, we have gone through a decade and a half where these people were letting priests. Basically, priests who'd molested children. They weren't firing them. They weren't excommunicating them. They were sending them to another parish and a new batch of freshies. That's all they were doing. This pope basically said, if this happens again, everybody's excommunicated. You're done. You're out. He basically said that if you were caught messing with a kid, you're out. Done.
I love that like we're surprised and that we think that's great.
Only because
It's not the standard response.
No, I know, but it should be. But he's the first. It should be, but it's not. And he did it. He
has actually asked members of the Vatican to be more hands-on with helping the poor and the sick, physically hands-on. He wants them out in the cities, touching, holding, hugging, being with the sick people and the
these
poor
guys.
people.
You got to know there's some meetings with him because they haven't had to do that. They get to sit in there. They get to sit in their castle. They get to do their things. And he's like, wait, whoa. We got to go ladle soup. I'm not ladling soup. Do you see this outfit? I got velvet on. This is gold. How am I going to get this hat into a homeless shelter?
That's a good point, Popey. Good point. The creepy people will help you. So last October, he auctioned.
Last October?
He auctioned his Harley and donated the money to start a soup kitchen in Rome.
That bothers me a little bit, being a car guy and kind of a, because I want to send him a combustion leather jacket and just have, because for the Harley, but now he doesn't have it anymore. But he doesn't keep the Harley as a commemorative thing for later when he's not Pope anymore. He actually sells it and then gives the money to charity. Do you know what else he did? So usually in the Vatican, there's a bonus. When a new Pope is elected, all the employees of the Vatican get a bonus. Do you know what he did with the bonus? He gave it to the poor. He said, no bonuses. I'm Pope. Guess who gets it? Because the new Pope, people get money. There you go. And that's what he did. So, I would just say stop drinking tea at this point. At this point, I think you just stop drinking tea.
There's actually pictures online of him kissing prisoner feet. Are you looking that? Oh, no, you're looking up the Harley.
Yeah.
He's kissing. They're lining up, and he's kissing their feet. There's just no need for that. No need ever.
Well, I see. But he is doing as Jesus did, and that's what his gig is. There you go. There's a picture.
Oh, it's a close-up. You don't have to put a close-up.
Pope's all up in the all up in the foot.
He's all up in his piggies. He's like right up there where all the cheese forms.
No, come on. He washed them.
Yeah, but how well can he wash them? It's one bowl. Look at that. One pot. It's like a chamber pot. And there's a whole line of people with their feet out, just flexing their piggies, just
This is
waiting.
not-
Come on,
wait,
Popey. Bring it on down.
This is not the problem. The problem is
Oh,
that
it's
the
not?
man is living like Jesus lived. And and did you look up the guy,
I just looked up.
the fibromatosis guy?
The wiggy diggy doo.
Yeah.
It's neurofibromosis is
Right.
what this is.
Right.
Although it seems like it should have a ptosis in there. There is a picture of that
Mhm.
horrible occurrence.
Yeah.
And he's holding his large warty head like close
Yep.
to him and like cradling him sort of. And
Yeah, I got it. So here's what I'll say.
what are you going to say?
This man is better than us, as well he should be. To be the Pope. No. But in the past, there was a lot of guys you didn't think. Pope John Paul II, I did. But the last guy, the Sith Lord, the last guy before that, Benedict, who he quit. Like he walked away. This guy is really,
Didn't that guy have dementia or Alzheimer's or something?
I don't know. This guy's pious, though, like he should be. This guy embodies the word Pope. And I'm really, 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 it's the first time I've been stoked about the Pope. In fact, I'm getting a T-shirt that says it, stoked about the Pope.
I would wear that.
I would totally wear that.
He's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm
he
pretty
really is.
amazed with him. He's fighting to protect the Amazon rainforest. Like he's getting involved in things that a lot of other popes have shied away from.
Yep.
Climate change, like I said, and then like I'm just flipping through this list of stuff, but the child abuse thing, he set up a committee that's actually reviewing the cases and the charges.
Against the priests?
And the Vatican
Oh.
changed the law to establish these acts of crimes under his
Made him crimes, though, so
direction.
they don't just move him on. He also played hoop. He's a huge fan of soccer. And he's just a dude. He's a pious. He gets the gig. He's exactly what he should be. He's a real man who's striving to be better than that, and he really is. I love this guy, and I got to tell you, Pope Francis, thanks for making. He backs up what the church says. He backs up what their doctrine is now.
He has said that the church is too obsessed with abortion, gay marriage, and contraception.
Which is all they do, actually. By the way,
Whoa.
that's all three. Whoa, that's the top three, homie. What are you doing? Someone get his tea.
He said that the church's stance on these issues is taking an air of obsession. He also criticized the church for forgetting the important belief of true love and prioritizing moral doctrines before serving the poor and marginalized.
Yeah.
So basically, he's saying get out in the street.
Yeah.
Be with some people, help some people, and then let's see what you're focused on.
Could we get everybody some jeans? So we need some jeans and T-shirts. Okay, everyone dresses off. Put the fur away and the velvet. Let's get some jeans, some T-shirts. Put on your Duluth trading boots, and let's get outside. Let's go do this. I like this guy a lot.
Did you?
In fact, they all should have got motorcycles, and then they could have all dressed up in the jeans, the Cardinals, and the leather jackets, the Cardinals, Combustion Speedwork can make them. It just says the Cardinals on the back, and then he'll just have Pope, and they just ride through the streets helping the poor. That would be badass. At that point, I'm in church every Sunday.
Your favorite thing was the little boy, the little kid that ran up on stage during Mass.
He's doing a mass. He's doing a mass like in a stadium. It's like 87,000 people. He's doing this giant mass, and this little black kid runs up and hugs him. Just hugs him.
Security tries to remove the kid.
Security's going to body slam this little kid. Security runs the stage like, get the kid. And the Pope stops him, and he says, no, he can stay. And then the kid was getting fidgety, so he picked him up, put him in the Pope throne, and the kid got to hear the mass from the Pope throne. That kid is a badass.
He actually told security in the future he does not want a child who jumps on stage just to hug him to ever be taken away.
See, now, I can't deal with a kid coughing on an airplane behind me. And this guy let him ruin a mass. He didn't ruin it. He was great. If anything, all these things, he just goes with whatever God presents for him, and it's cool. I like the dude. I'm happy. I'm glad he's here in America. I hope no one does something stupid. And this guy gives thumbs up like you wouldn't believe, man. Almost every picture we have of him, it's thumbs up Pope. This guy is. Look at him. Look.
He was. Yeah, he's cute. He's like a little peanut. That other guy over there, that was the scary Pope.
He's from Star Wars. He's the bad guy from Star Wars.
He has been on Time magazine cover. He was Person of the Year. He's Esquire's best dressed man.
The Pope is?
Yeah, in 2014.
Do I have to get that outfit?
He's the first religious head ever to be on the Rolling Stone cover.
Wow.
He's pretty cool.
So
you kind of have a new bromance.
I do, man. Stoked.
It went from Justin Timberlake
to the Pope.
To the Pope.
Yeah, that's right. I don't see Justin Timberlake washing and kissing anybody's feet. That's all I'm saying. When's the last time you saw Justin Timberlake hugging the kid from Mask? Doesn't happen. That's all I'm saying. I'm sure he would, but he's just maybe Timberlake's not Pope material. But then again, the Pope can't dance like that. So maybe though he's a fan of the tango though. Maybe he can dance like that. So I don't know. I guess right now. I am.
He worked in a nightclub, right?
I am even. My bromance. Justin Timberlake and the Pope. I think we need to get some input on who I should pick.
Where's Tom Cruise fit in all this?
Tom Cruise Tom Cruise is like the dude, the kind of crazy dude that you like, but you don't.
They can't hear you when you sit over there. And
you
whisper.
got to talk louder. He said, "Where's Tom Cruise in all this?"
He's afraid now.
Do you want to get him on the mic?
For what?
Just in case he has to talk.
He can sit there, but it's muted. You mean?
Yeah.
Okay, he could sit there and it's muted.
Okay, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give a fetus update. Bombshell, who has been seriously anti-fetus on the mic.
I'm not anti-fetus.
Is letting fetus get near the mic. And he just set it up. He's not touching it. He hasn't touched his headphones. His hands are up. He's a little frightened.
He shaved his beard off.
He shaved his beard off. Did you use Harry's razors?
Wait. Do you want him to speak?
You decide. I don't care if he
can
speaks.
answer.
I can only shut him up.
Yes.
And then he killed his mic again. You know what? You know your place, and I like that. I like that about you. So, so are we gonna go to mass now because the Pope is he got to meet Michelle Obama.
Obama?
Yeah, but there's the bombers. He got to eat B-Rock and Michelle Obama. He made them over there. That Pope, nice guy, man. He don't care about nothing. He don't mind gay people, don't mind black people, don't mind. He's a guy. I like him a lot. This Pope.
Not a lot of popes in the past have minded black people.
He met the Obamas.
You redneck.
That's what
This is the worst guy ever.
No, man, them Obamas are pretty good. He's a president. I respect that. He won fair and square twice. And he survived pretty well.
I like that he's that guy that always just mentions that they're black,
yeah,
even though it has
never
nothing
really
to
super
do with
racist.
the story.
Yeah, those guys that just...
This doesn't move the plot line forward.
No, but yeah, as Adam Carolla does, the black fella.
No, he says colored fella.
The colored fella.
Oh, yeah, the colored fella.
I don't want to say that, but the guy you can just tell he's racist, but he never really crosses the line. He just states facts, but says it in a weird way. Yeah, the Obamas, they're black. I like that. That's fine.
Why do you keep bringing it up then?
What, that they're black?
Yeah.
I just noticed it. They are. I'm just stating the fact. I ain't saying nothing bad about it. I'm just saying the B-Rock Obama is black.
Here's the thing about that. Have you said George Bush the white guy?
Well, why would I say that? Why would I even say that? I mean, it's obvious he's white.
Well, it's obvious that they're black.
And that's all I'm saying.
Speaking of being
and that's
black.
all I'm saying. Who's on first?
You're an idiot. Speaking of being black.
Yeah.
Donald Trump gets along well with the blacks.
Oh, my God. This dude. Okay, let's go from the Pope to Donald Trump. That is a nice jump.
And I did say this today
That's a very
because
nice
the news
jump.
did that today. And I think, oh my gosh, if people at home, if you cannot see the disparity, it's like I just felt sick. They did the Pope coverage. It was awesome. We were lit up, right?
Yeah, because light's coming off this
In
dude.
the next news story, Donald Trump said that he gets along with blacks. And
Donald Trump in his statement said, I get along fine with the blacks. The blacks.
well, if you hung out with any, they would tell you they don't like to be called the blacks.
The black. Maybe it was a specific family. Maybe that was their last name, the Blacks.
Do you no?
Ronald and Jolene Blacks.
The blacks.
I have the blacks over for dinner all the time.
Do you know what I thought?
But the Mexicans can stay behind their wall that I'm going to make them build.
What I thought was it was like being rubbed with a cheese grater when he came on the screen after the Pope. But imagine if this guy gets elected because he's doing very well in the popular what I can't.
Yeah,
I
he's
just
dropping a
lost my
little
train
bit.
of thought in popularity right now,
Yep.
but still pretty well, surprisingly, considering
Yeah.
who he is. This would be the guy that we would send over to meet and talk with people like the Pope. Can you imagine?
Or like
or
Putin.
Putin? Can you imagine? Can anybody imagine this when they're going to his rallies and?
No.
Okay.
Could you literally put a guy with diplomacy? I don't think is his best thing. Does anybody agree on that?
No.
And so you put him in a room with Putin. Putin, who by the way is Putin.
Why is his finger
Putin.
on the mute button? Are you letting him?
Oh yeah.
Well, bankruptcy is his best thing, right?
Yeah, he goes. Yeah, he's good at bankruptcy. He's also good at. Someone told me today. I was at lunch with a guy today on a project we're doing, and he said, "Did you know he knew 2 people that had been in construction deals with the Trump business? They got paid 60%, and then they said we're gonna get paid. And they said we're not paying you anymore, and they said, wait, and he said, no, we're paying you 60%. That's it. You want to sue us? Go ahead, sue us. It'll take you a while for our lawyers.
He did that?
Trump did that twice.
That's so shocking.
Yeah.
I'm so shocked
So he basically
and
said,
amazed and surprised.
Yeah, you know, I asked the audience on stage in Cleveland last week. I got great shows in Cleveland, by the way. Guys, if you're in Cleveland, you listen to the podcast, go to Hilarity's Great Club. So I'm on stage, and I took kind of a side trip, and I was like, hey, guys, are we just watching Donald Trump so we can all see how crazy it gets? And everyone just burst out laughing. I go, are we just going to go, let's see what he does next? No one's serious. It's like watching, it's like giving the stupid kid fireworks.
It's like watching you in high school after they gave you 3 beers and...
Right, to see what he was going to change into.
Yes.
Let's see what Donald Trump is going to change
Norman
into.
Rockwell is Bleeding, now available on ChristopherTitus.com.
Go to ChristopherTitus.com. There's 6 other DVDs you can also own. They are all signed by Christopher Titus. And all the money goes to help fund Special Unit. Thanks for listening. But Donald Trump...
But totally, it's that he's that idiot that can't handle his liquor.
Yeah, but it's all the time. You just every time he gets on
Right.
stage, you just want to see, okay.
Didn't he say his daughter was hot?
Yeah, he said he goes, look at her over there, huh? Man, if I wasn't already married and I wasn't her father. He said that about his daughter. And then I always say Chris Hansen. I think last week Chris Hansen just stood up. Donald Trump, have a cookie.
Chris Hansen has a new show.
No.
I don't want to get you too excited.
What?
It's not Predator. I'll have to look it up what it is.
Is it about going after child molesters?
No.
Oh, then I'm not. I'm not even in.
But it might be mildly interesting because it's Chris. I'm Chris Hansen. What was your favorite show?
Yeah, it was my favorite show. And do you want to take your jelly? Some guy brought jelly to one of the things. Do you want to take your jelly? No, can I have some more cookies, though? They ate so many cookies.
They ate a lot of. They were nervous eaters. They just got caught trying to rape little kids.
Yeah.
I think I'll have a cookie.
I think I'll have 4 cookies.
Chris Hansen is using Kickstarter to get back to catching predators. Now, the last thing that we heard from Chris Hansen was he had been busted by a hidden camera show. You weren't here yet. He was gestating. He
was
got caught
he was in the poop eye
cheating.
stage.
He's still in the poop eye stage. But he got caught cheating by a hidden camera show, remember? Which was sort of...
Cheating on his wife?
I think so.
No, look that up. I don't think that's true.
Oh,
that is not true.
This was
No,
your
it was the
former
other
bromance.
guy. No, it was the other guy. It was the other guy from. It's the other guy, John.
No.
the kid guy. Yeah, it was that guy. Yes.
No, ding-a-ling. It was him.
Do not call me ding-a-ling. I am not okay with that. Don't do that. That's weird. The twiddling of the fingers is even
One
weirder.
of the creepy people.
Yeah, you have just become one of the. All right, so
Come here.
So what happened?
Come
Oh
here,
wait,
boy.
oh wait. So homie brought it up. I want you to know I can read it because
He
I don't
can't
have
see
my
it.
glasses. I can't see it.
Oh.
That's what. Shut up. Just shut up. Yeah. So go ahead. Turn on. You can talk.
So
He looks nervous.
it did happen. To Catch a Predator
You scare
host who traps sex perverts in TV stings caught cheating on his wife by hidden cameras. This was in 2011.
All right. Stop with the noise, for
This
God's
was,
sake.
This
Wait.
was in 2011.
It was way back then. Wow. He
Way
got
back
caught
in the
cheating.
11s.
What? Wait.
That wasn't even a thought back then.
How?
We
does
were
the
thinking. We
how
were
does
thinking
the
about
hidden
you.
camera master get caught by hidden cameras? That is.
Sweet, sweet justice.
That's what it is.
Hey, dum-dum.
You know, he was actually caught by a child molester, weirdly enough.
Chris Hansen is going back into the predator catching business, but this time he's asking his fans to help him. I wonder why they won't fund him anymore.
Because
Why?
that show was brilliant.
It was brilliant.
It was,
But you would have to think at some point, it became a thing where sometimes, if you haven't seen this show, I mean, we spent many a happy Friday night.
We would pop popcorn. When there was a Catch a Predator marathon, our life was over.
Or Predator Raw, where
Oh.
So he catches child molesters, but they set up a sting operation in towns. Well, it became a thing that was known with these predators because remember, some of them that he would catch, they would say, I had a feeling this was you. So I wonder if there's a point where it became too saturated for him to be able to catch people anymore.
There was one guy that showed up twice and said, oops. The dude
Well, do you have anything to say for yourself?
Oops. He
That
walks
was
in.
my favorite guy.
This guy got caught by Chris Hansen twice. They actually got him twice. And it was like he
same
did time.
close together, right?
No. He did 6 months. Got out a year later. They were doing the next round of Catch a Predator, and the guy walks in and he just goes, "Oops."
Or no.
So great.
What do you think should happen to you?
Oh, but what I think should happen to me? Because I came in and I was going to.
This guy actually says this.
And I was going to sleep with a little kid.
What do you think should happen to you here?
I should go home and learn from this. He says,
We howled with laughter. We rewinded it, watched it again.
This poor son of a
howling.
bitch. What do I think should happen? I think I should go home and learn from this.
Cookie.
So I should probably check this show out. I've never seen it.
It's
so.
amazing.
I don't know if you can.
I haven't seen reruns of it lately
probably
though, but
find
look
it.
online.
There's probably stuff on YouTube that you could just get
Addictive.
the best. It is like to watch these child molesters walk in. They've spent all this time online dealing with 12, 13, 14-year-old girls, they think. And
The brilliant thing is that he's standing in the house with the transcript of the creepy,
Of
nasty stuff
everything
they've
they
been
said.
saying.
so they come in and the lies start. It is brilliant.
And he lets them do it. And then he says, I understand that
Chris
you're
Han-
saying you're not coming here to have sex with her. So why did you then say that you want to take your big throbbing hard penis and stick it into her? And he reads the crap shows the picture of their penis that they sent this little girl.
They sent what they think is a 14-year-old girl. They sent it's
Or 12.
And to watch these guys some guys know. Some guys just go, so they're waiting for me outside, right?
The cops are outside waiting.
And they take him down. Some guys try to just run. Some guys just turn and leave, and they just get they get drilled by these cops.
Sounds way better than Catfish.
It's amazing.
It's great.
There was one Asian guy that
I'm
came
so
in
sad
the
it's
door,
over.
and as soon as he walked out holding the transcript, the guy just passed out. He never broke his fall. He just went straight head first.
Oh, remember he face planted into the bar.
Yeah.
He went straight over and went boom and knocked himself out.
Yeah.
Second, Kermit Hassan walks out. He just goes poof, and goes down. It was phenomenal.
This was a great show.
I'm
So
sad. I
highly
feel like
recommend.
I feel like I'm talking about an old classic TV.
A friend that died.
Yeah, that's a friend that died.
So I don't know where he stands on this, but it started in April. Can you go on Kickstarter real quick and look up Chris Hansen?
He fell pretty
he
far
was
if
trying,
he's on Kickstarter.
Yeah, he was trying
What
to
happened?
raise money for a series called Hansen versus Predator.
Oh, were they going to go into an octagon and actually fight with weapons that are hanging on the cage? That would be
don't
so
know.
great. That would be so great. Chris Hansen. I'm Chris Hansen, and this is the chainsaw. I'm about to take down a man who was trying to have sex with a 14-year-old. That's talk about next level.
So he says there is a pent-up demand from viewers for another investigation, as evidenced today. We were like, Pope, he's great, whatever. But Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So on Kickstarter in April of this year,
Right.
he was looking to raise $75,000 to
Right.
make Hansen versus
Did he?
Predator.
Like a pilot, right?
Yeah, well, to get the show, the full show, and he raised $89,000. So
Okay.
it's going to be in production. He's going to be working.
So
on it.
he said that he
Suki.
says from a technology standpoint, the landscape has really changed since we did the last one. So we have more stuff to catch these assholes, I guess, the creepy people.
And they're also probably creepier. There's all probably stuff they can hide too. There's probably ways with technology.
So
they can
look
hide
up
stuff too.
Hansen versus Predator
Yeah.
because he said it's going to be presented on a digital web channel first, and then he'll sell it to a TV outlet. I just found out why though, because you said, "Oh, how far he's fallen." He's shopping the new series around to different TV networks and syndicators because he wants wants to shoot it first and show that he has it because it gives him creative control and ownership.
And he gets on. Yeah, he's smart.
Whereas if he did it through a news outlet, he couldn't do any of that.
No, they would own it, and that's how it's all going right now. People, by the way, anything you want to do, there's so much technology, and it's so inexpensive compared to just 5 years ago. Do it on your own. Someone was talking recently that people aren't using agents anymore. They're just everybody that we know is just like going, like booking their own gigs, looking on Craigslist, getting the listings.
Well, you look at what we're doing with theater tours.
Yeah,
it's cutting out the middlemen.
Speaking of that, where are we going to be this weekend?
Oh, this weekend. Oh, you threw me. I was going to say the theater tour. This weekend, we're going to be at Portland Helium. Only 4 shows. So Friday and Saturday, 2 shows this weekend. I think it's the 25th and the 26th.
Right.
Then, what's coming up after that?
We are going to
that's the theater tour, right?
Yep.
October 8th, Sioux Falls Orpheum Theater.
Yeah, we started doing it ourselves, and we don't know where we're going. Nice job, guys.
Yeah.
Where are we going? I don't know. Where? Go ahead. So Thursday night?
Sioux Falls Orpheum.
Okay.
And then Friday the 9th, we're going to be at Topeka, Kansas at the TPAC Performing Arts Center.
Right.
Then Saturday, Madison Barrymore Theater, Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh, we love Madison,
Yep.
Madison.
And then Sunday, St. Louis, Sheldon.
Sunday?
Yeah, Sheldon
we're doing the
Concert
Sheldon
Hall.
thing again.
No, we've never done the Sheldon.
We've never done this one.
Last year we did, or year before last, we did a campus theater, but this year we're doing a non-college.
Was that one with the guy that was so mad that we stayed late?
Yes.
Louis? Guys, we did this theater. And by the way, come see the theater show. The theater show's so good. Ray does because in comedy clubs, she can do 15 minutes. She does a much longer show, just 30. I do my whole show. Don't have to worry about getting the thing ready for the next show. Theater shows are just great. Come to the theater shows. But we're at this theater show last year, and we booked this college. And it was really cool, really high-tech, real modern. And we get done, and then we meet everybody after the show. So if you come to the theater show, I'll sign something for you, take a picture, whatever. I love meeting you guys. And what happens is that this janitor guy, was slamming doors and stuff. He was like jingling his keys, and we hey, we paid for the theater. We let us do the people want to see it. He's like
right.
slam. Yeah, he was from a Simpson cartoon. He was Grumble Gus from the goddamn people can't get out of this thing. I gotta get around union job. He was like, what did you say? Close the damn doors.
It's amazing the people that we meet on the road. It's we could have our own show. Yeah. Titus versus Predators.
That's in an octagon. That's in an octagon
it would
with
have
weapons
to be.
on the cage. Because I wouldn't handle talking to those guys. Well, you see Chris Hansen. I don't know how he held it together because I would watch the show and be like, how's he not just punching that guy repeatedly in the face? How's he not just beating that dude's ass? Oh, because he knows the cops are going to be doing it in the grass. They would also show him catch predator people. And so look up Chris Hansen's thing because it's really good. They would also let the cops. They would show the cop interview, and the guys. The cops are just like, let me read it to you again. What you said, and the guy. It was just great to watch these people just fold up, you little scummy bastards. Okay, so we went from the Pope, and we ended on child molesters. I don't know how we segued, but that was nice. Good job.
I would like if anyone gets any information about Hansen versus Predator to please let us know.
Let us know. Let us know on Twitter or Titus Nation on Twitter. Or Titus at Titus Nation on Twitter or at Titus Nation on Facebook.
Are you sure?
No, Instagram. Titus Nation on Instagram. Please follow us, for God's sakes.
Titus Nation on Instagram and Twitter, and the real Christopher Titus on Facebook.
There you go.
I'm Ray Bradley on Twitter and Instagram, and Bombshell Ray on
And maybe
Facebook.
in a month or two, we'll let them have your Facebook page.
Feedy.
Nobody wants that.
You're at such a good
Poop
point.
I Feedy.
And now, let's move on to this, because I heard you had a lot of stories today.
What? What?
You had a lot of stories. I heard there was a bit of news.
It
was a bit of a news cavalcade, right?
I always got a lot of stories.
Right, you ready?
I'm ready.
And now, from sea to shining sea, continent to continent, and sometimes space, it's Bombshell Rae bringing you the Bombshell News.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I'm getting better at sound effects.
A man in New Hampshire.
Good way to start. I just want to say, nice job.
Set his car ablaze to keep it from being towed.
Like repoed?
Yeah, a city man is facing an arson charge after police say he lit his own vehicle on fire to prevent it from being towed.
How do you get in trouble for setting your own car on fire?
I don't know. But
Arson.
Yeah, but it's your car. Who's going to
City
sue?
Towing was called to tow away an illegally parked car outside of an apartment building. According to police, after the car was placed on the tow truck and lifted, the owner of the vehicle, identified as Shad Badeau,
Of course, yeah, Shad. He gets in a lot of trouble.
showed up and set the vehicle on fire.
While it was on the tow truck. Well, there you go. That's why, because he set a tow truck on fire too. You ain't taking this. You know what? It's $150. Why would you dig a bigger hole in your life for $150?
Hey, man.
You ain't towing my car.
He just wanted to win. Don't you know those people, though, that will
Yeah.
do anything just to win?
He didn't win though. There's no winning.
He won against the city and the tow truck guy. I won, and then he's also in jail.
So he's going to jail. He's going to get an arson charge. Doesn't have his car. It's not good anymore. And
Those are details.
and he's got to pay it off.
And Shad is not into details.
Yeah, I've done
All he
stupid
knows is
It's the same thing every guy has, and most men have this, where maybe they don't, where someone makes you angry enough to where you just turn and punch a wall, which is rolling the dice. It's like going to Vegas, because in the wall are studs, and at any moment you're rolling the dice. It's a pretty decent odds though, because you got a 2x4 and then you got 16 inches, so it's pretty decent odds. But like sometimes, or like I have got angry and thrown a water bottle before.
right.
You saw me do that.
I did see
Yeah.
you do that.
So sometimes as a man, you're like, you know what? Fuck this! I'm just kidding. And you throw a torch in your car, and then you're like, yeah, take that. Isn't that your car? That's your car, ain't it?
Shit.
You know, the impound's like $150. I could, okay. Hey, can you get that fire extinguisher out of my tow truck to burn?
The guy obviously unhitched it and let it loose and let it burn to the ground on its own. But an 8th grader kisses a girl on a dare and is charged with assault. I thought this Ashley Cashman, douche correspondent, sent this is one of the ones she sent in.
Well, how far?
I think she just knows what's going to fire you up. 13-year-old middle school boy has been being charged as a juvenile, luckily, but he's being charged with assault. He goes to Pikesville Middle School in Maryland. He grabbed a 14-year-old girl near her stomach on her shirt and kissed her. It was part of a dare.
And what happened? Should she call the cops?
He's been charged with second-degree assault and was released to his mother. No one was injured.
God.
The boy is also facing a disciplinary action by the school.
That's okay. All right. He did it. He's a superhero now in school, right?
Yeah, but this
No,
is...
to his people, he's a superhero.
Yes.
Okay, there was a girl. Okay, all right. Let's just tell you how far we've gone as a society. So, and what I'm about to describe is something I did in a junior high that is so wrong. There was a girl that used to hang out with us, and I forget her name. I want to say it's a J name, Jane or something. She's a little heavy, and she wore a clothing. It's Luther Burbank Junior High, a little bit revealing, and would let us grab her boob. You could just walk by and say "Gablurgen," and then you could walk past, and she would be like, "Saw that," but she would let you do it. And that's the sound.
How old were you?
12, 13. Yeah, 12, 13.
Creepy.
Totally creepy.
Blurgan.
But no one did Blurgan. I pulled the old Blurgan. By the way, it's an IKEA definition of grabbing someone's boob in junior high. That's a Blurgan. So I would do the Blurgan, and then my buddy Bobby Gilbo would do the Blurgan, and then we would and then after a while,
You would tag team Blurgan?
yeah, totally. And
You didn't mind that someone
nothing
else
ever
was
happened.
already
She was
Blurgan?
no, her shirt was on. It was just doing something. It was just boys being stupid. You know, it's just being stupid. And I didn't become a rapist, as far as we know.
But why would you bring that up? Because
I didn't
no
say
one,
anything. What?
But nobody said anything about you becoming a rapist.
No, and
so
I
it's
would never.
weird.
I would never poison someone's tea either.
Yeah, see, nobody said that either.
What I do? Next story.
Blurgan, you creepy deepy. You're an old dirty.
I was a little kid. I was an idiot.
Can I just say something
Yeah.
about this past story?
Why
Yeah.
is his mic still on?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, he's jumping. Okay, you
I just
can say
have a
something.
request.
And then he asked.
It was supposed to be muted.
You can slam him if you want. You can say no. You can't say anything.
No, go ahead.
All right.
I can just totally see like this kid being like peer pressure, like on the dare, like all these 5 other boys being like, just do it, like you won't, and like middle school, like these kids, like, that's a tough.
You're
time.
gay. You're so gay.
Yeah,
if you don't
right?
do it. Dude,
Prove
you're
it.
gay.
Prove that you're
you like
not.
boys. That's what it is. You like boys.
Prove that you're
hey,
not.
dude, we can get you a kiss Phil. You want to kiss Phil?
Yeah.
You kiss Phil her? So
And
the
then
kid,
like it's just all this peer pressure, and the kid just crumbles. Now he's an assault charge, and then like those
and
other.
he's on a sexual some
Right.
sex offender list. I'm Chris Hansen. So you're a 13-year-old and you kissed a 14-year-old. Why'd you do that? I have the transcript. Totally
Just
stoked.
says
The
Blurgan.
kid could just be this jerk. He could. Just
You
be a
won't do the
jerk.
blurgin, bro. You won't do the blurgin. Do the blurgin. Titus started the blurgin years ago. You know, do the Titus blurgin. Do it.
You said right here you wanted to stick your fleefer into her Blurgan.
Blurgin.
Whatever.
So yeah, that's probably peer pressure. And I like that he was released to his mom. That just can this story get more embarrassing for this kid? He wasn't released to his dad. He was released to his mom.
That was it?
Blurgin.
Okay. I didn't know if I thought you'd want to go one more time. Detectives. Oh, I love this story. This is my favorite.
Why don't you
news
tell us
story
so
of
we
the
know what the hell
day,
you're talking about?
Just because I want everyone to know how happy this makes me.
All right.
This is going on in England,
England.
where all the
Yeah.
quirky things happen.
Do they not?
Detectives in England are now having
Top hats and tuppence. Yes. Please tell me this story. I can't wait to hear what my countrymen have done again.
Oh my gosh, he's giggling like a tiny girl.
Carry on. Carry on.
Listen to him.
What? He's young. He doesn't know funny.
He sounds like a baby.
Get on with the story, for God's sakes.
Detectives,
It's called dead air and it's not good.
due to budget cuts, are now having to catch the bus to investigate crimes because their force does not have enough squad cars. In one instance, an officer was told to chase dangerous criminals evading arrest by public transport because there were no vehicles available.
This is in England, like London?
Another time, a family was stunned to see detectives who were called out to investigate the death of their relative climb off of a bus before walking to their front door.
Wait. All right, yeah. So, hello. Yeah, right. See that guy? Can you follow him? All right. Right. Do we have to stop everywhere to pick people up and drop them off? We're never going to catch this guy, are we? All right. Let's go.
It's severe
They don't show up with
budget
a,
cuts.
They don't show up with a hearse. They just show up with a bus.
One former Met officer said that his ex-colleague had actually retired after being
don't.
told to chase dangerous criminals by bus.
Right. So here's what you like. So I've been like catching burglars and bad people, murderers, this and that, for how many years? 22 years now. I'm trying to get me pension at 25. And now you're telling me, Captain, that I've got to get on a bloody bus to catch bad guys. Double decker, so maybe I can leap from the top onto them. Is that what you like? Is that right? Here's what I like to say. Fuck off, you cunt. There you go. How about that? Here's my badge. Here's me. I don't have a gun. Here's my stick. Here's my badge. Here's me stick. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm driving me fucking car home, asshole.
Yeah,
Right.
but here's the thing. They're nice enough that the cops actually get free public transport.
Oh, good. Good. I say, he made a left. Can I get a transfer? No, I've got to catch. He's a baddie. Can I do it, please? Holy crap! That's that. Okay, so here's the first little hint that the end is coming. That the financial crash is about to happen. When the cops in England are taking public transportation to catch bad guys, we're on the ragged edge of a society coming apart. Agreed? Yeah, I think we're on. I think it's going to go. What's
when
next?
Donald Trump is a front runner.
There's two right there. There's two. Donald Trump is a front runner. There you go. Oh my God, what next? China's going down. China can't even fake it anymore. Oh man, we are. You know what? I'm pulling. I don't have any money. I was gonna pull it out of stuff, but I don't have any. Thank you, divorce.
Oh my gosh. A Detroit carjacker. This story was for Willie. He actually was unable to.
Willie, get in here.
Yo, man, what's up?
He was trying to run in his newly stolen car. He was unable
Yo, was
to.
it a new car or newly stolen?
Newly stolen.
So it was an old car, but you just stole it.
He was trying to get away. he didn't release the parking brake.
So you would say recently stolen, probably, right?
It was a 2015 Ford Fusion, so
Oh,
it was
so-
also new.
So it's new and recently stolen.
Newly stolen car.
Very nice. I like that.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for clarifying.
He actually had a gun. He told passerbys, is that what you call them? Onlookers.
Passerbys had onlookers. Were they passing by or were they watching?
Freaked out while he was there with a gun, and he told him, actually, no, don't worry. I only rob white people.
Oh, that's nice of him. That's good. That's good. Hey, everyone, calm down, man. No, calm down. I like the whites. I like to rob the whites, man. I don't rob the blacks. I just rob the whites. Everybody, we are the world. We are the children's. Hey, you know any white people? Send them over. Yo, what kind of car do you steal?
Ford Fusion.
See, right there, man. Right there. I ain't impressed with him at all. You got to retire. If you're gonna steal from the whites got Lexus's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you done?
He's racist.
Yeah, I'm done. But it's nice to know that the guy was flat out racist.
I like
Period.
that he actually...
You know what? This dude needs to follow the Pope.
He draws a line when he commits crimes, though. You know, he's got standards.
Who?
The Detroit carjacker guy.
Yeah, I like it. It's black and white.
Elderly people, fine.
Yeah,
it's
fine.
very
It's
black and white.
Very black and white.
It's black. It's white.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
By the way, you guys don't know what she does. So we're on this stupid podcast. She sets up something stupid and then looks at me like, "Are you gonna do the stupid thing?
Do the
And
dumb
then
thing.
Yeah, do the dumb thing that I know that's in your head right now to do. And you know what I do? I do it
Yay.
because you look like that. That's why I do it.
Yay.
I don't do anything.
You're so super awesome. This was a hero of the week, Monique Bastos, an MMA fighter.
I ain't scared of nobody. I ain't scared of no sheep.
And then you can't stop doing the dumb thing.
And now there's a look of disdain.
This segment called The Dumb Thing Persists. She was on her way home from jiu-jitsu training with two of her friends on Tuesday when two men attacked her group. Demanded that they hand over their phones, their
Say it
money,
again? Say it
everything
again.
like
I
that.
missed the first part.
She's a professional MMA
I was actually
fighter.
running that song in my head to see what the next bit I was going to do, so I didn't hear what you said.
so that the dumb thing could continue to persist.
Yes.
Anyway, so these men tried to rob a professional MMA fighter
Oh.
named Monique Bastos.
Oh, wow, that's hilarious.
She put him in the old rear naked chokehold,
and choked him out till they went out.
forced him to the footpath, and applied a triangle choke.
Oh no. Oh no. Did she choke him out or did they just tap out?
She choked him out.
So, now you got what you got to do.
Then she held him like a little girl, waited for the cops to arrive, like a tiny baby.
You never know. Here's the problem with everybody training now, because there's so many people training MMA. I go to a Muay Thai gym. I got my black belt. You don't know who you're effing with. Here's the one thing right now. If you're going to rob somebody, you might as well just have a big gun. Because if you think you're just going to rob somebody with your physical size, it ain't going to happen. Everybody's training now. Everybody knows the world. Because by the way, between the English cops losing their rides, having to take buses, and Donald Trump, people all kind of have this weird underlying unconscious thing that shit's about to go crazy, and I want to be able to fight when it does. So you got to be careful who you attack. I love that. I love those guys. Because, by the way, in prison, it's really not the...
Her friends actually videoed and took pictures of this poor guy bleeding and crying out for help. He was crying. It's very sad.
Oh, you're so not a first-round draft pick in prison when you come in with that rep.
No.
Not good.
And, who beat you up? Who did all that?
It's an MMA fighter. Yeah, I didn't know
Oh,
right?
what's his
I was
name?
trying to...
What's his name?
Yeah, it was an MMA fighter. I don't know. They
No.
fight the MMA.
What's his name?
Well,
That's
they
amazing.
They were big.
I follow MMA. What's his name?
I don't know the name of the fighter. I just know, all I know is that she was really huge.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
What?
Did you just say she?
What?
Whoa.
No. What'd I say?
Come here, boy.
Was it MMA? Oh God. There you go. It was a good voice, by the way. Yo, man, that was quite impressive. That was good. It's almost like you've been to prison.
You don't know.
Yo, you want to play prison?
No.
All right, cool. I just asked.
My all-time favorite story ever to couple with my speech of 2 weeks ago. Selfies have killed more people than sharks have this year.
Oh, this is okay. So I came in today, and Fetus is literally like steam is coming out of his ears about this story. He's a shark fan. That's why he loves the sharks. Read everything about sharks. Knows more. Right? You're a big shark fan.
Yes.
Okay, I like that he just keeps it short and sweet so you don't get mad. He's scared of you.
That's good.
So here's the problem. It sounds like a great story. Selfies killed more people than sharks. So you're like, oh my God, how many selfies have killed people? Because sharks kill everything, don't they, Fetus? How many shark attacks? We have like 500, 7,000 people a year die of shark attacks, right?
This is a pretty insane statistic.
No, yeah, you tell me because I'm scared. I mean, I don't even go in the ocean.
Between the year 1580 and 2014,
Right? How many people? Oh my God.
gosh, he has notes.
there have been
Oh, he was fired
there
up.
have been 548 deaths, which average out to be a astounding
Wait, what were the years again?
1580 and 2014.
Between 1580 and 2014?
there are 548 unprovoked shark attack related deaths
Per year.
in the world. And
Per
no,
year.
no, just total, which averages out to a stunning 0.8 deaths per year from shark attacks.
So sharks don't attack people. Do you get that? Do you get that? Like more people have probably been killed by jellyfish than sharks.
He's mad because
The sharks are getting wrapped.
It's about
He's
that.
like he was like, yo,
he's
sharks are the black
angry on
people of the sea.
behalf of
They
the
get a bad-
sharks.
Yes. Well, because selfies killed. Selfie sticks people back out off of buildings, or they get step in front of a car and they get hit.
they
take a
fell
selfie.
down the flight of stairs at the Taj Mahal and died.
Yes.
They actually this news story says
I believe in evolution. I believe in
compare
natural selection.
so far this year 12 reported deaths while people were attempting to take a selfie. Compare that to a number of reported deaths caused by sharks, which would be a grand total of 8.
Wow, that's worldwide though. 8 sharks.
He's saying 0.8. They're saying 8.
No. He's saying it averages out for the 100. how
yeah,
many-
for it's a
300
couple hundred
years?
years. Yeah.
For 300 years, it averages 0.8.
They're saying this year. Oh, maybe because we had all those shark attacks off of the
This year has
coast?
been a bit of an anomaly. I will say that.
Okay, well, you
bit of
have
an
to
anomaly.
include this year in
I didn't
your
know I included it in
statistics.
that.
I will say
statistic.
this. I think the sharks are
When
being
he-
treated like, young black men are always getting profiled by the cops. I think sharks are taking that on.
Is
Sharks
this the conversation that we're?
I'm
is
telling you
this
right
happening?
now, sharks are just being
Sharks?
treated. Sharks are being treated.
Hey, yo, sharks.
Yeah, yo, these sharks are being treated badly, all right? They got a bad reputation that is totally undeserved, just like the young black male. So the sharks right now are in the ocean. They're going,
And
hey,
pit bulls.
hey, we didn't kill nobody. We didn't do nothing. They, hey, shoot those sharks. So they've decided this year, all right, if we're already bad, we're going to be bad. That's what I think.
Here's how stupid people are. Other than the obvious.
And me.
Selfies have now been banned during the running of the bulls. They had to officially ban them. It's a rule of running with the bulls in Pamplona, Spain.
What level of stupid are you that you have a 2,000-pound animal running at you and you're like, hold on. I know, I got to turn it sideways. Slam.
If you had a
horn through
friend-
it, kidney.
If you had a
dead.
friend, your friend could stand on the sidelines and take a picture of you.
Hey,
You
how about
loser. You
Yeah.
sad, pathetic, tiny little man of a loser. Also, many.
This is your thing. Some people pick homeless to fight.
No.
Some people
No.
pick give kids presents at Christmas. Some
No.
people pick I'm going to cure cancer.
No.
You're curing cancer too, but you pick selfies. You're going to kill the selfie.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. If you just break it down to the heart of it, you have no friends, and you're pathetic,
All right,
and
we
you're
did this.
sad.
All right, I know.
I don't care if we've done it. This is my platform.
This is your platform.
My platform is made of hatred
And
for
you
selfies.
won't fall off it because you're not going to be taking a selfie while you're on that
Exactly.
platform.
Other tourism departments for many countries now have added a warning to all of their promotional materials that go out to cover themselves legally, telling people that when you visit this country, don't take selfies.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a selfie with a shark.
It'll be fun.
I'm just going to go to the aquarium and be like, click.
Which
guys,
leads me to this asshole.
Wait, I want to let him finish. He wanted to talk about
there's
it. He had
more.
a problem with this. Oh, yeah.
Oh no! Well, I just want to say I think that since we have this statistic, 12 deaths this year from selfie sticks?
Yes.
8.
Oh, 12.
No,
12. 12. Okay.
8 sharks.
I'm gonna say a couple of other things that can kill people.
Okay.
I want you guys to say whether you think there are more deaths per year or fewer deaths.
Oh,
than
he's actually
selfie
playing
sticks.
a game.
No,
It's a long thing of
No,
notes.
I'm not
he
gonna do all
has
of them.
over
Let's
here.
do a couple.
He's not. You're damn right. You're not.
No,
doing
no,
all of them.
no. You just kicked me out. Yeah, whatever. I'll just do a couple.
Here's fetus in defense of the shark.
Okay.
And go.
All of these things kill
Dun-dun.
more people a year than sharks, by the way. Okay,
Dun-dun.
all of these things.
Dun,
Okay, vending machines.
Right?
Do they kill more or fewer people than selfie sticks? More or less than 12?
More.
dun, dun,
What do you think?
Less. 2.8 a year.
2.8 are killed by vending machines?
Yes.
You know what? I never trusted them. There's a snack machine at a hotel in Atlanta that I never trusted.
Okay. Champagne corks.
They
This
serve
is
tasty
pertinent for you
treats
guys.
for large people.
Yeah. Wait, champagne corks
Yes.
cure, I would say less than sharks.
All these are more than sharks.
Oh,
but-
all these are more.
Yeah,
How many champagne corks kill?
is this more or less than a selfie?
You've
though?
totally blown the game here.
It's more than a selfie.
Yeah, 24 people a year are killed by champagne corks.
Are you offended on behalf of selfies as well?
No, he's just saying that it's a dumb statistic.
Because you
Yeah, it's just a
do,
dumb statistic.
He's saying
you
it's,
do have selfies on your social media.
Yes, you
I
do.
have a couple,
Yeah.
but I mean, who doesn't my age?
Well, like we're not even friends. We employ him, so it's not even like we're friends. Like he's and Kyle, his buddy went away.
I have other friends than just Kyle.
What happened to your friend?
He went away.
He went away
Which is, oh,
in the middle of the night.
I woke up and he was gone. Kyle,
He went away.
I just roamed the apartment. Kyle.
Okay, whatever.
That's when we got him. We get a whatever. I'm so happy.
High five.
And cows kill 20 people a year.
Really, cows
Yes.
kill more than sharks and selfies
Yes.
put together.
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy. See, that's why I hate when journalism they get on this thing because that thing is selfies kill more than sharks because with all the shark reports you think how many if you didn't know how many sharks do you think would kill people every year? Like a couple hundred, right? At least.
I don't know that I would ever think about that, I guess.
Willie, we go
Willie?
vacation in Willie because we go vacation in North Carolina and we go swimming in the water.
We did go swimming.
In the water.
We were swimming.
In the water and we scared.
I wasn't scared.
I was scared. Too many sharks.
I was swimming and not scared.
Why you got to make fun of everything I say? If I mess up one word,
In my
but,
bathing
by the way,
suit?
you think we're hard on you, dude? In your bathing suit, very sexy.
I
Very
love
sexy.
seeing he totally got distracted. Whoa, bathing suit.
Bathing suit.
I mean, I just don't, I guess, care.
I just don't like that journalists will take some weird thing because the perception
It's
is that
attention grabbing.
Right, exactly, and lame. That's when I don't like it.
It's clickbait. It's
We didn't
stupid
tell you to
clickbait.
unmute.
It's clickbait.
He unmuted without being asked
Yeah, he
to.
got cocky. Like
He
one
did.
time we let him on the mic and he
Of
got
course
cocky.
it's clickbait. The point being that something as innocuous as taking a photo, but it's because it's of yourself, has killed 12 people already this year. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's narcissism. I like it's God just going, hey man, hey, by the way, you now have more selfies than you have pictures of your family, so you're dead.
There's actually a guy. His name is Banu Prakash. He's 24 years old. He's in India. He is actually currently spending his life devoting himself to breaking the current world record of 1,449 selfies taken in just 1 hour. That's actually held by Arizona Cardinals star Patrick Peterson. Yeah. He has been inspired by Dwayne The Rock and his record-breaking 105 selfies in 3 minutes. And he tells the Times of India that as soon as I wake up, I click a selfie. He's practicing.
Wow. Okay. So again, I want to just say, with all we've talked about,
He quit his job.
We're at the end.
He
We're
quit
at the
his
end
job.
of society. Do we pretty much all agree that we're kind of at the end of society
He quit his job.
to do the selfie thing?
He also does training that involves hand and wrist exercises and trial runs. He's been doing trial runs every day. Now that he has no job, he has plenty of time to practice 1,700 selfies in an hour.
Mom and Dad got to be proud. Mom
It actually
and Dad,
says that his parents were not thrilled
Mom
to
and Dad
hear.
are setting out letters. And by the way, we're just happy that he picked something. We're just happy that he decided to do something. All right, go ahead. You raised your hand. You raised your hand. It's all right.
If it's about sharks, don't.
It's I'm done. It's outdated now. We're
Okay,
past
good.
All right. Insightful.
He likes to hang on a subject long after it's done. So
Well, you amp him up, and he gets all amped up, and he's like,
I
want
like
it.
it.
I want it.
I
And you
like
give
it.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
fun.
I knew he
That's
wanted
good.
to say something about sharks again, so I just kept going.
He just slowly
He
building
just
a
waved.
hatred
He
for
just
you, by the way.
he just flagged his hands at me in disgust.
Yeah.
He actually just
He's doing it
he
again.
wafted them.
He did it again.
He did a
I just saw-
limp-wristed waft.
By the way, my favorite band of 1984. They had one hit.
Hey guys.
Yeah, it was called Hey Guys. Limp-wristed West.
I think we should end there.
Yeah, I think so too. Guys, thanks for listening to the Titus podcast. Do me a favor. We want you to go to ChristopherTitus.com, buy some. If you don't have the DVDs, they're all 90 minutes. They're all really good, actually. And all the money is going. Oh, free shipping up until we have 4 more days of free shipping. 7 more days.
Yep.
Of free shipping, and then you can go and you get a little break on it. So we got that. The YouTube video of the week is one called. What do we do this week? Fetus?
What's the video?
YouTube video we did.
It's when you God's will.
Oh, God's will. Yeah. By the way, I find the proof of God. It's off of Love Is Evil. I find proof of God, and she's sitting directly in front of me.
You should post. You guys should do the video about the Pope. That whole bit that he did. Now
that
right
was
now
Anger
because the
Pursuit.
Pope is here.
That was Anger Pursuit. That's
Yeah.
Anger Pursuit.
Pope.
We may have a
But we can't post that because Comedy Central will take it down.
They own it for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They own
That's
it.
boring.
I know.
Um,
but if
also-
you want that DVD to see the Pope bit, go to ChristopherTitus.com.
While you're there, click through the Amazon link. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps us out. Also, review us on iTunes. But be nice about it.
Guys, please. It'd be what you really think. Go to iTunes and click on a review the Titus podcast. We want to build something, a nation, and then deep down, if we work hard with this subject matter, we can make America laugh and change the way things go. Okay, that's way too big. I'm going to go take a selfie. All right, guys, I'm Christopher Titus. Thanks for listening to Titus podcast. For myself, Bombshell Rae, and the Fetus, later.
Peace out.
See ya.
Oh my God! Did you hear that?
He was good, though. You have to admit he was good. I know he annoyed you. Wanted to punch him a couple times, but
I didn't want to punch him today.
You didn't?
No,
Oh, did you hear that? She didn't want to punch you today.
I was just praying for SIDS.